Hi, my name is Angela Val. I'm a regular contributor to the Klaw project, and I am delighted to welcome you to this Klaw 260 release demo. One of the first things that you'll notice in Klaw 260 is that there's a new landing page for those using the Coral or React UI. So when I log in now as a regular user, I get brought to the topic catalog. So this allows users to have their entire daily experience within the new React UI, which has an enormous amount of UI UX work done over the last 10 months to make it a really nice experience for users. And we've also tried to close the loop on this by adding in the top right-hand corner, your ability to log out as well. So users no longer need to interact with the old Angular UI unless they would really like to. The other big topic item really that we have in this release is under the connectors. So you'll remember that in release 250, we did a lot of work on the topic overview. Well, this time what we've done is we've done the exact same thing except for connectors. So if I jump into our connector 260, you'll see that we have all of our connector information, whether it's the configuration information down here, the README, which is Markdown enabled README to allow people to give extra information, GDPR sensitive data, add lists, etc. Preview that and save it. There's a history there, and there's settings as well where you can request the deletion of a connector. There's also the ability to have multiple environments, and to facilitate that, we have this ability to promote connectors as well. So if I go to our promote connector 260, we have our big promote button because it is only in the development environment. And if I hit that, it allows us to go straight into the promotion screen. We can add a message for approval, and we can also make changes here if anything is different. So for instance, I know for a fact that the file stream source is only available in my development environment. It's different on the test environment. So I'm going to make a quick update. And where I'm making this update on the connector class, this is actually really important when you need to do updates to passwords or JDBC URLs or anything like that that actually changes between environments. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to submit that promotion request, and then I'm going to move to my second user. Here we go, to actually approve it. And so this user is Bugtest, which is just a user that I have in general as a secondary user. And if I go to approve requests and under connectors, we'll see that we have our promote connector request. If we view that request, we have our message for approval. We have our connector class, all the information that I've updated. We can approve or decline. I'm going to go ahead and approve. And if we go back to our connectors, we'll now see that our promote connector 260 is under both environments dev and test. If I select into it, we can now switch between those environments. So you can see both environments and all the information relevant to them. Of course, the other big thing that you have to be able to do when you're using governance is be able to claim a connector, just like you have to claim a topic from another team. So we have this claim connector 260, which is currently under the infra team. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to claim it. Yeah, I have this connector. Once the claim has been requested, I can view that request. You can see all the details here under my team's requests, and you can see it's requested by this particular user. So I'm going to switch back to my main user, Andrew, and I'm going to switch to the infra team. Yes, I do want to change team. And I'm going to go to approve requests. And under this now, we will see that I have, in fact, got that claim request, who it's requested by. I can view the details. I can approve or decline. And I can also use the two buttons here instead of the ones inside of the view modal. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to approve that. And if we go back to our connectors now, we'll see that that has just been updated. Staging team. Another nice update that we've added in this release is that if you go to configuration and environments, you will now be able to see all of your environments, Kafka, schema registry, Kafka Connect environments. And you will see that they have a status as well that comes with a last update time. So this last update time refers to the last time the status was checked. This status is automatically updated every hour by default, but it's actually configurable to be more frequent or less frequent depending on your needs in the application.properties. Alternatively, you can go ahead and you can actually go and refresh the environment status manually, and that will update the time that it is executed at. I just want to touch on as well some of the documentation updates that we've made recently. So you'll now notice if you go to claw-project.io, there is a quick start, which you can simply copy and paste into your terminal to actually download and run Klaw Core, the cluster APIs to connect to Kafka, a Kafka and schema registry instance, and it'll be pre-configured with users as well, so you can try out Klaw and see if it's the kind of tool that would suit your needs. You can hit the quick start guide here, which will actually give you more details on how to log in with those pre-configured users, how to set up your first topic, how to approve it, and get you up and running. If the quick start looks like it is something that caters to your needs, you can go to our how-to guide on Klaw installation for Run Klaw and Docker for more detailed information on how to set up Klaw from scratch and point to your own Kafka schema registry and Kafka Connect instances. We have specific Docker Compose files for both Linux and for Windows and Mac. The last thing I wanted to touch on, which is if you go to notifications now, you'll see that we have a new section for setting up Slack notifications in Klaw, where following Slack's own documentation, we show you how you can actually set it up so that you can either send specific DMs to users or send messages directly to Slack channels instead of using emails. If you have any questions, please feel free to actually contact us over at the GitHub discussions or the Aiven community forums, where we would be delighted to talk to you about potential requests for improvements, ideas, questions, or anything at all.